Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here at businesswithtrading.com, and want to look at the market this week. It is 6:39 a.m. Eastern Time right now that I'm recording this Monday morning, and the market has been very interesting this past few weeks. We've had these levels on the chart, this level for the many weeks, and we saw price come down, bounce, come down, bounce, have a little rejection, bounce, have a little rejection up here, and then bounce again. Levels are never 100%, and that's why I like to look at zones, and they're not 100% either. You saw price come up here, try to support this, but then eventually it did sell off, and then it did find support again. It's a little lethargic at the moment, but that doesn't really mean anything. We can get follow through this week. That 4,300 is looking like a magnet. It's going to pull price. Even if it is a little lethargic, it's going to pull price. We do have that 4310 area, 4,300, just because it's a round number. A lot of people are going to look at that. People are going to write articles about it, this and that. It doesn't mean anything. It just means it's something everyone's going to look at. So what I am thinking this week, first let's get into the news, and then we'll get into more analysis. I like to look at the news because the news is a market catalyst. Price can do whatever it does, but if you have a large catalyst, it can really push price one way or the other. So that's what we want to look at. So today, Monday, basically nothing. You have a FOMC member, William, speaking. Tuesday, you have FOMC member speaking, HPI month over month, S&P Case-Shiller composite. Then you have CB consumer confidence. Nothing really big yet. Wednesday, we have ADP non-farm employment change. That's going to be something people are going to look for. You have Canadian GDP. If it's something outrageous, it can move the market. It's usually not. Chicago PMI could be a thing. Pending home sales month over month. So we'll look to that. And coming to Thursday, we have it's Canadian banker holiday. Before market opens, challenger job cuts year over year. Usually no one cares about that. Final manufacturing PMI at 945. Unemployment claims at 830. And ISM manufacturing PMI at 10 o'clock, followed by a slew of other numbers. The ones I mentioned, people are going to look at: unemployment claims, final manufacturing, and ISM manufacturing. If they go hand in hand, that can cause something. So we'll look for that. And then on Friday at 8:30, we have average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. Trade balance is a little less looked at unless it's just an outrageous number. So that's what we're looking at. Pretty much Thursday, Friday, maybe Wednesday, you're going to have catalyst as far as news is concerned. So I'm thinking today, you might have an upward move followed, going into the week. And Thursday and Friday, you're going to get a move one way or the other, I would think. I would think you would get some push Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, the market's probably just going to continue sideways upward. I would expect price to come up here. And once it gets here, it's going to get interesting. Because if it gets here by Wednesday or Thursday, then that news that's coming can really propel. So let's say price gets up here, actually breaks above here. Or maybe it just hovers under it. And then the news comes out and it breaks above. Depending on how it breaks, you could get some real movement to the upside. Vice versa, if price did actually sell off, we'll watch this area just because this was resistance. Watch this area. But most likely if it breaks this, there's a good chance that it goes below 42.40, and it comes down a little bit. I would think most likely it's going to push up, get up here. Maybe it breaks Tuesday or Wednesday. I would think Thursday or Friday it would definitely break, or it's going to sell off. So either way, it's going to be interesting. We should get some nice movement this week. I think we're going to have some really nice trades, and that's really what I'm looking at. If you think anything different, you can put it in the comments section. So far, these levels have held up, and interestingly enough, it's never even retested this. This held as support, which was very interesting, and now it's pushing up. Looks like we're going to open slightly lower, like maybe in this area would be the open as of now, looking at the markets. But that doesn't really mean anything. It can open down here and then just start to rocket higher. That would actually be really nice. If it did gap open, it wouldn't look as good just because it's been lethargic. And if it does gap open, you really have to see something strong. Most likely, if it does gap, it's going to roll over a little bit. And, if it did go sideways here, it would look good as well. So, anyway, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm looking for. Watch this to be a magnet this week and pull price into it. And what it does from there is going to be quite interesting. Now, on the upside, we do have that 4,600 area. I don't think that's going to happen this week. Of course not. But it's something to look at. If price does move up and get above this area, we can look for it to continue climbing. I would think a little more of a pullback than this would have been healthier. But still, it did go sideways. I would define this as sideways. And now it's trying to really get some momentum on this breakout move. So this week's going to be very crucial. Is it going to get that? Is it not going to get that? That's what we're really going to pay attention to. So with that, thanks for watching. Have a great week in the markets. I'll see you there. Thanks. Take care.